Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month, $34 a year. And is it just me, or was it, like the evening before and now it's going to night? Just let me... Oh, I guess I can't roll back for Horizons? That's weird. Anyways, on the last Let's Play, Ty, wants to make us co-founder. Maybe not co-founder, but like co-owner of his bar. Also make us a manager as well, so that, you know, we get a bunch of money and also help him with his paperwork. Though, maybe one of us will do paperwork and the other will... It will be like that. Sometimes? I don't know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Reset face, and continue even though it was like evening before? It is weird, I could have sworn I saved. Well, we'll quickly see if we already did this and forgot to save. Reset face. And begin. Wait, huh? Poor choices? Sounds to me like I've missed out on some drama. Oh indeed, I apologize. Of course you're not aware. I cannot believe that did not cross my mind. Also, we're still here! So, what's the gas? Well, can I count on your attendance at our practice tomorrow night? You bet your sweet stripy ass you can. Also, like, it's already gonna be tomorrow night. We've been here for months now. Also, I think there's like a kangaroo later in this thing. I would say it's like, we're getting very close to the end for us to introduce a new character, but we've been here for months. My word. And I apologize, but I think it would be best if you heard the story directly from the man himself. I cannot imagine that he would have any issues with telling you, but relaying it myself seems like a breach of privacy. That only makes me more intrigued. I apologize, and for what it's worth, I know I promised I would keep no secrets from you. If you insist, I will tell you. It simply is not a secret to share, that is all. I understand, and thanks for offering to tell me. What is this thing he's telling us? I mean, we can't exactly roll back. Or not telling us. I'll just have to try and be patient, I think. Whatever it is, it sounds like a doozy, and we're better to hear it than from the source. Also, playing the game of telephone? It do be hard. Precisely right. I thank you for understanding, my love. Of course, I trust you, Ty. I know you're only doing this for the right reasons. That you're merely protecting Jay's privacy. Yeah, he's the, blue dragon, but, bad dragon? What is that? Never mind, I'm not gonna go into sex stuff. Anyways, it's nice that you're so trustworthy. I try to be. Oh, and beyond that one specific tale, there's little to report on the Black Claw's front. She has mentioned in 3 days that he would have taken Glenn 2 entire weeks. Well, would have taken Glenn 2 entire weeks. Jay's memorized. I could read. And he plays the material tighter than Glenn ever could. There are only a couple of days left until the show, but I feel confident that we will be fighting fit on time. What about the new song, though? They're gonna need time to learn it. It was the ending you didn't like, right? It was, but thankfully the story from which I drew my inspiration has undergone a rather wonderful twist. I know exactly how the song should end, and I will have it ready and present to present to others tomorrow night's practice. That's great, Ty. You're going to knock them out of the park. I just know it. Thanks to you, my dear. Thank you again for coming back and giving me one more chance to make things right. It means more to me than you could ever know. I should be thanking you for giving me another chance. But I know that what you're gonna say. It takes two to tango, right? Indeed, my love, indeed. Now then, I don't suppose you care to keep me company at my abode for the rest of the evening? Oh god, let's go to another scene. Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter if we're talking here, talking somewhere else, but still, it's like, we've been here for months. Like, let's do that old thingy again. So let's see, 1 month. 2 months? Okay, we've only been here for 2 months and a week. But still, if we're talking days, 3 months and a week? Honestly, I would take you up on that in a heartbeat. If I hadn't promised Diego, I would be home tonight. If I didn't show up for the 3rd night in a row, broken kneecaps would be the least of my worries. I mean, can we just call him and be like, hey, we're at Ty's? We don't have to be home, we just need to be like, hey, we're not husky napped. A terrific point. By all means, tend to the disorderly Diego back home. It is, like I said earlier, you and I, we have all the time in the world ahead of us. There's no need to rush. Right. So, seeing as we're business partners, or whatever now, how is the roster looking for tomorrow? Do you think I'll need to go in? Do not worry. There's no need. Diego is opening tomorrow, and Russell is coming in later than usual on account of the combat tournament. Oh, I thought he lost. I don't know, it's been literally months. It'll cover until he arrives, and then, well, I hoped you would like to go on a date with me instead. Wait, never mind. We can spend the day together to get things back on track. Just you and me. What do you say? Sounds like my idea of a good time. Count me in. Is Russell watching the fights with Axel again? Indeed, and if I'm not mistaken, it is your Logan they're cheering for. You know, you really ought to join them. I hear he is rather impressive in the ring. Right, Logan. Sure, I could have done that. Gone with Russell and Axel the fight, and then accompanied Russell back to the bar, where I'd meet up with Ty. But as Ty's business partner, I felt compelled to put Ty first instead. Why don't I work in your stead? I am your business partner, and all that now after all. I should take some responsibility. You can enjoy the relaxing morning and get to abuse my newfound power to boss Diego around. My newfound power. Though, don't we, need to, learn how to be managerial? Oh my, sounds as though you've thought long and hard about how to abuse your position. I thank you for thinking of me, Adrian, but please, it's quite alright. No, it's not. Let me show you how serious I am about all of this. I will take care of it. I insist. Serious indeed. But I'm afraid you being the one there would not relieve me of my duties. In truth, tomorrow is a Tuesday. Tuesdays are not a busy day. Diego can handle things on his own without issue, while I am there to cover just in case. I intend to spend most of that time doing taxes and paychecks instead. Is it that time of the year? Isn't it supposed to be August or something? And though I guess granted this could be in Europe. Don't know when they do their taxes. And while these will be among your responsibilities, there are things I must train you on first. As such, even if you worked, I would still be there. The timing of all this is convenient for me, which is one such reason I'm happy to cover Russell's absence. So, thank you for the offer, my dear, but I must decline. Like I suggested before, why not keep Russell and Axel company instead? I am sure they would appreciate it. Yeah, I guess so. I hope Logan doesn't get hurt tomorrow, though. I wouldn't want to see that. Honestly, I hope neither of them do. But I suppose you don't know who's Logan's next opponent is, do you? Huh? Who is it? It is Jay. He has quite the busy schedule at the moment. I am worried he will injure himself and not make the concert. He assures me he is of sturdier stuff than that, but I cannot help but worry. Perhaps you could do me a favor and keep an eye on him? He twisted my arm. Fine, I'll watch the fight tomorrow, and then I'll come back to the bar with Russell, and all going well, we can do our thing. Perfect. All going well, I'll have everything finished on your arrival, so we can head straight out. Sounds great. Do you have any idea where we could go? A couple so far, but nothing I am dead set on yet. Good things take time, so I'll continue to ponder, and should you have any ideas of your own, I would be most excited to hear them as well. Gotcha. After that, we could meet at each other's for practice. Then perhaps we could head back to my place, where we can break the 20-year seal on this marvelous birthday gift. That sounds amazing, except Axel's dad, he seemed to have a very low opinion of this whiskey. Said it tastes kinda nasty. Is he right? Well, nasty is a rather strong word. I would soon describe it as, distinctive. That's just a friendly way of saying it tastes nasty. It's got character in it. I cannot deny there's an unforgettable flavor, though perhaps not for the right reasons. But fear not, my love. Should you find it not to your liking, I have an entire cabinet for you to choose a substitute from. Though chances are you will never have the opportunity to sample this beverage again, so I encourage you to at least give it a try. I'll try, but I make no promises. Honestly, I'm kind of dreading it now. At this rate, you're going to get yourself all hyped up, thinking it's something so much worse than it truly is. I promise you, as unique a flavor as it may be, it really is not all that bad. Now, can't remember tasting Spam, but I remember when my little sister was like, little, I was like, and we were visiting England, I was like, Spam is this really great tasting thing, and like she'd be marching around the house going, spam, 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 and then we eventually got Spam, and she's like, I don't think I like Spam. Good times. It's nice to have happy memories. It's the horrible ones. Because life. You set face? Did you do? Yeah, promise. I sincerely hope you're right, Ty. Now then, I think that just about covers the pressing matters. There will be plenty of time for discussion in the coming days, but for now, I think it's best we made our way back to Woodcrest. Would you agree? Wholeheartedly. We've been here for months. I've been growing old. Diego probably arrived home already, but he's already getting himself worked up. If I don't double time it, my kneecaps are gonna pay the ultimate price. My goodness. Well, if he follows through, I will be sure to kiss them better for you tomorrow, my love. I'm horny to that. Come, I'll take you home. The sooner you arrive, the less violent he surely will become. Pray for me, Ty. Pray for me. Having spent hour after hour, hour, together, leaning against the lonesome tree, the time that our departure had finally arrived, with both of us making our way to Ty's car, which patiently waited our arrival, a short distance from the entrance of the clearing, but the tires had been taken because it was sitting there for hours. Months. Climbing inside, the familiar upholstery instilled me with a sense of comfort. I'd come so close to never seeing it again, so close to closing the book that was our relationship for good. But instead, my desperate ploy had turned things around at the last minute. So perhaps it was silly that seeing this upholstery once again brought me such joy, but it was that moment that symbolized what mattered most. Ty, having noticed my chipper grin, returned his in kind. I had won him back, against all odds. Everything had worked out. This upholstery is the most upholstery of upholsteries. I just feel that, again, people that made this game, great at user interface. Love it. The previous, route, nice. But man, this, route is just like, we're doing a Lord of the Rings amount of description in things, and then some. Like, I think I remember reading that book in the beginning or something like that. And it's like, we're going to go very deep into the description of a tree. Like, pages and pages. Like, just get to the part where, like, Tom Bombadil leaves the Shire or something. And this time, things would be different. This time, we would get our happy ending ever after. Happy ever, whatever. With a passionate kiss that would be considered overlong, we bid one another adieu. If our lips had remained locked for the rest of our lives, I would have not minded one bit. Despite this, I was appreciative when you reminded me of the minutious mammal who impatiently awaited our return, growing more and more cantankerous with each second passed. No second wasted. Following our fond farewell, it was with a hint of sorrow that I watched his sedan vanish into the night's dark shroud. Of course, there was little sense in such sadness. I would see my beloved boyfriend again in no time. I mounted the front porch. The ancient faded wood creaked beneath each step as I arrived at Diego's front door. Through the glass, I could the only source of life in that blackened hallway had originated from a fully lit living room off to one side. I vigorously shook myself to generate hype for the fateful encounter that lay in store. Diego would inquire about Apollo. Oh yeah, completely forgot about that. And I could return little what I would not be so sparse or vague. Whatever. I knew with certainty that he would not be happy. I could only pray that he would show mercy. Meowsy. Over a second there, I thought it was going to be like day 17. It'll be like, oh, we skipped stuff? We actually skipped stuff. We didn't go into great, humongous detail about it. And also, I was just looking at how long the last one is. 28 minutes? Okay. Diego? Oh, shit. I'm probably going to have to censor that. Also, why are you naked? Just making sure I take pictures of that. So I'm like, I mean, I can't see anything, but that doesn't mean that there isn't something down there. That's the thing that I don't like about this, because I can kind of see something, but I also kind of can't. Oh, shit. Hey, Adrian. How it's, hanging? Following my arrival, Diego had been lazing on the couch, watching some kind of sitcom, in a state of total undress, and with no attire in reach. He instead sought to preserve what little remained of his modesty with the aid of the box that previously contained his dinner. Now here's the thing, I'd love to be completely naked all the time, but the thing is that, let me just pause this, sorry. Sorry for that cut. I was getting a phone call from family and it was just like, okay, we'll just in case it's emergency. Because, things are just happening in life. Gotta be there for your fam. Anyways, upon my arrival, Diego had been lazing on the couch. Oh yeah, as I was saying, I would do that, but two things. One, I'm sitting on, like, fake leather, chair. Maybe I should get one of the gamer chairs. I don't know. But, like, and I wouldn't want to have my skin against it because then it gets all, like, sweaty and sticky or something like that. Or something like that. But also, number two, underwear. Like, I'm generally clean. I wipe my ass. But do you ever get those things where, like, you do a cautionary wipe when you go pee, and you get a brown streak right there, and it's like, where did this come from? Pretty sure I'm not that loose. You know? It's just like, yeah, I don't want to risk having a brown streak on my chair. Just saying. You also reset face again. So, you had pizza for dinner? What flavor did you get? Sausage? Sausage and meatball. Of course. So, what gives? You knew I'd come home tonight. I would come home tonight. Oh, is he drunk? Did I, though? Way I see it, midnight ain't that far off, and I haven't heard a peep from you. Again. Waited like an hour after I got home. Figured the coast was clear. I know. I'm sorry. Though, I've gotta say, I didn't know these sitcoms got you going like that. What? I wasn't doing nothing. I was gonna do laundry the last 2 nights, but instead I was worrying about your missing ass, so I literally ran out of shit to wear. I'm just waiting for the machine to finish. Gotcha. I'm sorry that I've been in such a disruption. I can read that. The last couple of days have been chaotic, to say the least. Thankfully, that's all done now. Things will begin to settle down again. Huh? Oh, right. What happened after you left the bar, dude? Give me the play-by-play. Okay, this is gonna be another 3 episodes. The play-by-play, huh? Well, I went to the office and said hello to Dom. I somehow resisted the urge to put a rat in outer space using only my boot. Why are we going this far back? Was that today? We're in this games today? Oh. And then I finally caught up with Lucas, and yeah, you knew exactly where Ty was. Actually, that was today. Huh. Same place he goes every birthday. This isolated overlook north of town. So I went up there, gave Ty's gift, and then we just talked. A lot, actually. He filled the gaps in my knowledge, and we settled our differences. So you two are like back on, or... Also, hold the phone! He basically used 2 of these to describe what happened. Did that actually happen? It wasn't a good episode of him recapping? Yep, Ty and I are together again. Aw, hell yeah. Congratulations. I bet you're super thrilled, huh? That's an understatement for sure. But hey, listen. Question mark? ... No more bullshit, okay? This time, don't fuck it up. If you two split again in a few days, I'ma break both of your kneecaps. Got it? I'ma gonna break both of your kneecaps. Also, for some reason, I've been having a hankering on and off to play, like, Godfather 2 again. Which is kind of funny, because it's just one of those games that's just... It's okay, it's not great, but it's like, you kind of want to play, you know? Don't worry, we have no plans on letting it happen again. There are no secrets between us anymore. We're starting on the right foot, and we're being completely honest and upfront about everything. This time is gonna be different. This time, we're gonna get it right. You fucking better. And speaking of being upfront, you remember that you'll have to tell him about Lawrence, right? Oh, geez, Diego, you and Beth would seriously be like 2 peas in a pod. I already told Ty about Logan, so you don't have to worry about that. Sorry, I was like, who the fuck's Lawrence? And then I was like, oh wait, might not remember his name. Crap, I knew Lawrence didn't sound quite right. So, how'd he take it? It didn't even bother him. The fuck? If you were me, I'd have put your ass in a shallow grave. Not only that, he was curious about it. He even asked for the messy details. Dude, I bet he's got some kind of fetish or something. What's the word? Cuckolding, swingers, cuckold fetish? No, that sounds weird. I swear, it's something along those lines. It's gonna trip my damn tongue. Tip my damn tongue. A cuckold fetish, you mean? Yeah, that. No way. Ty isn't like that. It's either that, or he's imagining what a threesome would be like. Whatever, you're full of shit. Dude, I'm telling you, I can see, shit. I can see the shit like a mile away. You really gotta learn to trust your old buddy Diego one of these days. You're talking, you're taking a little thing and blowing it the way out of proportion, Diego. Nuh-uh. Mark my words. Someday soon, he's gonna float the idea with you, and you'll see that was right. Yeah, when pigs fly. Alright, since you're so damn sure, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Aw hell. Not this shit again. Yes, this shit again, cause your ass is wrong, and my ass is right, and I'm gonna prove it to ya. Last thing I wanted was to become embroiled in another of Diego's bets, but this time there seemed to be no harm in it. After all, he was talking out of his ass, and I was all too keen to wipe that know-it-all look off his face. Fine, I'm in. What are the stakes? $100 that he does. Okay, I'll counter that with 100 that he doesn't. Gotta have a time frame though. What do you think? A month? A month? Nah, I bet he'll go for it way sooner than that. A week is plenty. Man, you might as well be tossing your money in the trash and making it so easy. Fine, I accept. Shake on it? Deal. Oh shit, The usually right-handed Diego extended his left hand instead, resulting in a clumsy and mismatched handshake. His other hand, of course, was busy keeping his sensitive areas hidden from prying eyes. You know, you really don't need that pizza box. I've seen your junk before, and God knows you've seen mine. God, that feels like a lifetime ago. Yo, that's gay as hell, man. And so what? That's your point. We're best friends. That don't make it normal. Name one best friend duo that rocks out with their cocks out. Ty? I saw myself in the nick of time. Indeed, Ty and Lucas were a perfect example, but Ty had asked to keep that benefits of their friendship a secret. Never mind. Forget about it. Yeah, that's right. Can't think of anyone, huh? Can't get it past old Diego here. That's because friends don't do that sort of shit, man. Besides, if the tables were turned, you know you wouldn't drop a damn box either. Psh, whatever. Yeah, I would. Then prove it. Prove it? How am I supposed to do that? Take off your pants. You got pants. You ditch them. I'll ditch the damn box. But you won't. And you know you won't. So, the box stays put. Diego was right. Had the tables been turned, I would have clung to that pizza box for dear life. But this was the second thing we disagreed on tonight, and part of me wants to call his bluff. He'd seen it all before, and after all, what is the harm? I'm gonna call his bluff, probably? What am I thinking? No way. But since we're at the 28-minute mark, I think that's a good time to call it. I hope you don't mind me just showing my dick to him, you know? Because it do be like that. Sometimes. And then we're gonna go all the way here. The thing I do find weird about this is it has the month, it has the day, it has the time, which is all June 12th, 20, at like that time, now that I've seen it. But I guess that's like save things. But it doesn't have the year, which I find so weird. Boop. Overriding the introduction. It has been a hot minute since then. I would have to assume that was a year ago. I don't actually add on my videos when I, created them anymore. I used to do that at some point, but not recently. Recently being like, But anyways, end of this, let's place a comment, guys. I like comments, tips you like, dislike, tips as always. If you like YouTube and likes to grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow, and please remember to spay new animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, then can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month, 54 a year. And sorry, I'm also multitasking because I did think of the words to say, but I'm also, getting Movavi to set up so that I can, start work on having it think about the video before I censor that, one panel where he has his dick out. And until next time, another Let's Play. GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. So thanks and see ya.